She's a bit like Stephanie.
That's my brother. That's my brother. This is Tracy.
In our front room, no. You're Kevin, I'll take it.
That's Peg. Tonight. We went to church tonight, and there was Sister Anne and Francis Jordan there.
It's all your fault.
I've got a red book, as you see. You can read this over my shoulder. On behalf of our hosts, I would like to welcome you here today to celebrate Mercy and Reggie's golden wedding anniversary. It was back in 1946 that they were married in St Peter's at Dagenham. And I would like to take 2 minutes of your time to quickly gloss over their 50 years. And you can see this later, it will all be passed around.
Personal copy.
Do you want one?
The marriage could be split into three: a young family of boys, a young family of girls, and the latter years. From Dagenham, the young Coles moved to Canvey, where Gerard was born. And to reduce the travelling, they returned to the area living in Hainault, having the insights of Mr. Flooding. They quickly became poor, and life was not easy. If not easy, it was happy.
He said it was not happy, it was easy.
Thanks, Roy.
It was during this time that Dad became a cliff climber. When he had to rescue one of the boys at Walton on the Naze, who had decided that the quickest way down to the beach was over the top. Both got stuck, and I remember
So I sent you down again.
Mum shouting to make sure we all didn't end up over the top. After the arrival of Stephanie and with Fiona just around the corner, the family moved to Gallows Corner. I think this was the middle of the road address, as in certain circles we called it Gideon Park. In other areas it was Harold Hill. Dad by this time was building tractors down at Basildon, and Mum returned to work as a nursery teacher come helper, and became one of the only helpers not requiring certificates when the new laws were introduced. In fact, she continued a long time after Fiona left the school. The holidays also changed, and they then went to Spain for the sun, and this was the start of their globetrot. As we all grew older, Dad returned to Dagenham and was fortunate to get a company car. And I admit the careful driver we all knew and the lifts we had from changed somewhat. And I remember one car he had a major problem with, was a Mark IV Zephyr. And if I recall this winter in particular, it was quite bad and the car was snowed in. Helpful sons were roused and rescued the car and sent Dad off to work. The second day, it snowed again. But the novelty had worn off us. Dad had to sort himself out. Shortly after he returned, advising the car had followed the same tracks up the road as the days previous. Only someone had parked a car and he hit it. With a change of location, Dad became a European globetrotter, and mindful of where he'd been, returned with a Prezi. I think the worst assignment was for his pocket was Valencia, Spain, from where he collected more Lardro from Mum than they'd got stocked in Debenhams. The cheapest was Bridgend, because the best thing that comes out of Wales is the M4, as we all know. Old one, but they're best, aren't they? Mercy was the model mum getting us up and out to school, even if, however, she returned to bed.
Then going to bed.
She would go shopping, and when she passed a test and she had a car, she would prefer the bus, so she could talk to someone.
That's unusual, Mercy.
And in the end, we did talk.
To you.
In the end, we all had a meal on the table. With the children growing up, Dad became a golfing engineer and Mum assisted with the church. Following Dad's retirement, there was a general getting used to each other period.
Yes.
I mean, anyone who went round there at the time was a getting used to the period, yeah.
What lived there?
And this was not helped with the weather that kept the intrepid golfer indoors. After 4 months, the weather changed and Dad was now golfing 4 days a week. Must have been getting better as he kept winning the 2-club challenge, which asks the question, why does he take 14 clubs out? Not to be outdone, Mum became the 10-pin bowling star, winning many trophies as Dad did on the golf course. Along with their sporting life, their third chapter is now as the Wish You Were Here holiday team, becoming roving reporters, sending back Alan Wicker postcards from all over the world. Having reached their 70 years and 10, when both celebrated surprise parties, they now look at life with a different insight. Mum has to shout down the phone, although the direct line to Pat is busier than ever. Dad's now resorted to an electric golf cart. I would like to now close, but to complete this book, I would like a group photograph before we all go, right? So that you can all be added into this. Okay.
Well, I suppose I better reply on behalf of us both.
Yes.
Makes a change for me to
I'm
do
not
speaking.
talking. I'm not saying a word.
Anyhow, I wish to thank you all for coming and enjoying our evening with us. And I hope it will be a good evening. I wish to thank my Kevin and Fiona and Stephanie for preparing the room insofar as the tables, the decorations. What photographs up very well, I don't know, but there we go. I think they've done a good job in sorting the room out for us. And I'd like to take this point in time to let's all sing happy birthday to Stephanie, because it's Stephanie's birthday. So, would you like to start that one off, Fiona?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Stephanie. Happy birthday to you.
Mention how old she is, but not as young as she used to be.
We all.
Well, you particularly. He's a day older than me.
Oh, that's right.
And,
Well, you wouldn't tell anybody.
oh, yeah. Oh, finish.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, hurry up.
Let's hurry up, yes. They put it up with me for 50 years.
Just got a couple of little things that the
You don't want me to say anymore, do you?
I have enough here. This is the master copy of what's on the wall. And it's the original 46th edition of the Times.
Time. Oh, thank you very much. Has it got our wedding?
It hasn't got your wedding. It hasn't got your death either.
If I take it.
But the other little thing that I have got is I've got a letter here from to you.
To whom?
You're opening it.
I'm going to open it because it's from South Africa, but I would like to say that I won't read it. Okay?
You're not going to read it? Okay.
You're not going to read it?
No.
Why can't you read it? Can't you read it? Not my glasses.
Because there's someone better to read it.
Right.
I did fly from South Africa this morning.
Phoned from South Africa this morning.
No, and I was waiting for the kids to phone and I got through.
Anyway, I brought something that we better go and start.
There you are. Lovely church.
Lovely.
Hang on, just get the right label in, please. All of us. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on.
I'd like to say, if you could stand up and wish Mum and Dad. If you haven't got a full glass, it's your own fault. Simple one. I'm not giving you anything. Mum and Dad.
Tell me I may always do the anniversary walk with you. Tell me this is real romance, an anniversary dream come true. Let this be the anthem to our future years, to millions of smiles and a few little tears. May I always listen to
Hey, give us some backup.
anniversary walks with you.
He must be doing something wrong. Jim's dad. He's not there. It's still my shield.
Have you done it?
Came out that way. Do you mind? Are we all together? Style. No, not between them. The road's between two thoughts. Did you get that?
Where do I cut it?
Just
brothers and sisters, is that? Yes? Crazy one about it. One would involve a washboard, a box, a piece of string and a broom handle, and they call it skiffle. Right, let's first King of Skiffle himself. Thinking about the things we used to do, like a walk in the park. Thank you.